Welcome back, my women's rights activists, and we are happy to see you here again at As all our stunning and brave SJW friends know quite well, and along with those geniuses at BuzzFeed, we must all thank our predecessors for the rights and privileges that we all share today. And we say that is goddamn bloody right. You owe all that you have to all those who came before you. But we think it's pointless, for example, to thank your mother because your mother owes gratitude to previous feminists. And your mother's feminists icons owe a debt of thanks to the feminists who came before them. So, it can be difficult sometimes to know who exactly to thank. So, we here at have made it easy for you. We have charted the plight of women for equal rights through time, and we have found exactly who we all need to thank for our limited rights and privileges that we have today. So, should we thank Billie Jean King for winning a tennis match? Or should we thank Gloria Steinem for taking us out of the comfort of our homes and putting us in the rat race? Actually, we'll talk about female happiness over the decades in another episode. Do we thank the 1960s women for the reproductive rights that we have today? Well, before them we had the wartime women who allowed us the freedom to work outside the home. Maybe we need to thank the women of the 1930s for the right to an education. Although, that didn't become law in the United States until 1972.
What?
Okay, what about the right to vote? That came about in Canada in 1917, but not until 1920 for the so-called progressive United States. The first place where women had the right to vote was Pitcairn Island in 1838. Yeah, but before that were the women who were sick of being feminine and wanted to dress like a man. I don't even think that they were lesbians. Anyway, we got the right to wear pants in 1863. However, before that were the women of Mississippi who got us the right to own property in 1839. That is all great for the modern era, but even those women owe a debt of gratitude to the women who came before them.
The video is driving me insane. It's driving me crazy.
What about those poor women in the North Atlantic region who were raped by invading Vikings? They didn't gain many rights, but I have heard that a few of them slapped the Vikings and explained to them that raping and pillaging were bad. They only did it because it was part of pillage culture. Although rape culture wouldn't take hold until the 21st century. But before those women were wives of Roman soldiers. The soldiers would come home dirty from war and the women would have to wash their bloody clothes, by hand, no less. Some of those women refused to do it, in the name of equality. Recent archaeological digs around Pompeii have unearthed remains of Roman soldiers washing their own clothes. Really, believe me. People are talking. But before that we had the women of biblical times. Some of them refused to stay in a loveless marriage and actually had affairs. They were stoned to death for it, but they died so that we could divorce our loveless husbands and take half their shit. We definitely owe them a huge thank you for that. And as far back as ancient Egypt, we had feminist slaves, well, the wives of slaves who helped build the pyramids. When their slave husband came home from work and just wanted a beer, it was those women who complained that she hated being cooped up all day long in the house just to serve her husband a beer when he got home from slaving. She wanted to go out and enjoy the world. Well, we hope that you can see where we are going with this.
I'll be honest. I don't get it.
You can thank all these past women for the freedoms that you have today, but there is no point in that. You just need to go back to the originators and give them a handshake or pat on the back and say, hey, thanks. Because of you, I have a few rights and privileges compared to modern man. But without you, I would have, like, one. So, ladies, in closing, we'd like to thank you for watching today's episode and don't forget to thank a cavewoman today. If that one cavewoman hadn't refused to clean the cave of that caveman who clunked her on the head and dragged her back to his cave, well, it would be us who was stuck in the house, taking care of our own kids and cleaning our own house and not getting paid for it. You go, girl.
You didn't have to squeeze.